Alrighty guys, today we're going to be talking about some more custom content on the Welcome Home server. And we're going to be covering the Menagerie, we're going to be covering Cutthroat Island, and we're going to be covering the secrets of the Menagerie as well. So, first things first, with the Sovereign tickets that you will be able to pick up by doing any quest, you'll go over to the UO store, Featured, and you'll have a one-way ticket to the Moonstone Menagerie. So we'll go ahead and grab one of these. And by the way, you will get several of these whenever you first log in. So it allows you to go there even if you haven't had a chance to do the quest yet. So you do have to be in a house to buy these, or I think a city somewhere that's safe. So just keep that in mind if you're looking to go to the UO store and buy this. So we'll just double click it. And we are now in the Menagerie. So as you come in here, you're going to see the seer. Once you find fear, only then will you defeat it. If you have a question, ask away, then click the crystal ball for your answer. Will they subscribe to my channel today? Unable to foresee. Count on it not. Dang it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go this way. You'll see a graveyard here. Here you'll see the portal out. Now also keep in mind that this is a one-way ticket. So once you're here, try to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish while you're here, so you don't end up having to buy another one to come in. This goes around to the back of the house and to the back of the graveyard. Once in the Menagerie house here, there are several different things you can do, several quests. So we'll go up here to the top. So these rooms, while they look empty, if you double click the door, you'll be able to go into them, and there's several different things you can do. This guy is going to sell the the stone here. This guy will tell you about what's going on. You can pass this guy any of your Transcendent scrolls or your primers, and he will give you what's called Power Scroll credits. And these can be used to buy tickets to the Cutthroat Island. So while we're here, we'll go ahead and grab a ticket to the Cutthroat Island, so we can pop that over whenever we're done here. But yeah, here you can turn in the open world, you can only turn in your power scrolls. Here you can actually turn in power scrolls, transcendent scrolls, and primers. And I believe you get 100 a piece for the transcendent scrolls and the primers here. So you can really stack those up really, really well, and then bring them into the Menagerie, trade them in, and get a lot of power scroll credits that you can either use to turn in for more power scrolls that you actually want, or random 120s, things like that. Door here looks like it's going to be empty. Room for some other stuff to be moved in here. Some of these doors you can go into. Some of them are closed like this, and we'll have to go in. So one thing about this server, you've got to always just hover over some stuff and read. So you see a strange looking book on the shelf. Boom. You touch that and you're able to go back into a special area back here. And this isn't just for this room. I mean, there's stuff like this all over that you can discover. So if we're going to look at this is called the Transmutation Room. You can turn your gold quest tickets into adventure writs, writs of favor, writs of Zeus, that kind of stuff. This one you can turn your sovereign notes into golden tickets, badges of life, marks of the champion. These are all things that you use to get power scrolls, get tier 2 gear, get beginner gear, all kinds of stuff. So it's really cool to be able to come here and trade those in. This one you're trading in your writs of adventure. This one you're trading in marks of the champion. This one you're trading in badges of life. So it just kind of depends on what your goal is and what you're trying to get, because you may want to trade in some stuff for those. This one right here looks like it's a collector of lost things. If you talk to him, let's see. Welcome to my shop. I sell rares that I've collected from past events. I only sell the decorative items. Most of them are dated and rare. Have a look around. So it does look like this one is going to be available in the future. So we can kind of keep our eyes open on here and kind of see what kind of rares are going to be in there. Another door that actually opens. I believe these two are empty. So yeah, these two are going to be empty. But obviously a lot more room for even more things to be, added into this area as well. That's one thing about the guy that runs this server. He is always adding new stuff. So can't get into that one yet. So we'll head back downstairs, but while still on this floor, we'll head in over here. This is going to be your weekly deals. This is week 3. These are going to be used on your sovereign notes that you can get, like I said, from any quest. These are going to be different companions. So the thing that I'm on right now is a companion. So it makes it to where if you were to perish in battle or anything like that, you can click your companion and it will offer you the ability to revive yourself, loot your body, and try to get the heck out of dodge. It doesn't make you invincible, however, because obviously you still have to click it wherever you die. You don't come back with like full HP or full mana or anything, so you can still, get waylaid again if for some reason you're still sitting in a bunch of mobs or something like that. But it's really, really nice to have that ability. This one is the Halloween event. So you've got a animagus that you can click on. It turns into a dog. When you get off of it, it turns back into the Wolfman. So very cool. But these are ones that you cannot mount. They're more like side pets that you can still use the same effect for. That's going to allow you to revive yourself and things like that. These up here, they're a little more expensive. This is going to be a red crab that you can actually ride itself. So pretty cool little room here. I'll always check back into it on a weekly basis just to kind of see what they have new. Some of these are going to be quests. Kill the Mad Crafter. Now, the Mad Crafter is a creature or a mob that is outside of the menagerie as well, but it is available here as a quest in a secret room called the Treasure Vault. So right here, there's another one, and this one is going to be killing Baby Richter. So we have already seen Baby Richter in the mines of New Haven. And then there's a guy over here that plays that. So this is a spoiler. So if you don't want spoilers, please fast forward. But as you're right here, you can come down a set of stairs that's very well hidden into what's known as Agartha. So this is going to be a secret area within the menagerie itself. Beware, once you use this portal, you will be leaving the Moonstone Menagerie. Good luck. So obviously at that point, don't use this portal unless you're ready to go. So this first portal and the second portal here, one of them says random champ spawns and the other one is the Treasure Vault. Both of these you can use and still end up getting back to the menagerie. So go ahead and use these as freely as you'd like. And once in here, over here in this area, you'll find the Mad Crafter that I was telling you about, and he will be able to spawn in right there, and he holds different kinds of crafting scrolls. You can get 120 thieving scrolls and several different kind of scrolls there for crafting. And then over here, I'm getting kind of in trouble, huh? There's going to be a I think it's random actually, because the other day I saw a very different mob over there than the actual horse. But Dreadhorn, obviously he's no joke, so don't come in here ill prepared to fight Dreadhorn. But if you do want to fight him over here, you've got a stone called the Gold Sink Vendor, which is if you have just tons of gold burning a hole in your pocket, you can come in here and you can purchase different things here. Shadowfax is a battle mount for wizard. It offers several different skill points, plus 10 skills in the following: swords, tactics, magery, resist spells, mace fighting, spell weaving, anatomy, meditation, and valuing intelligence. So huge for, well, I guess honestly it'd be for really anybody, but I wanted to kind of get that for my caster as well. Transmog crystals, backpack, max increase deed, pet resurrection stone, all kinds of chest or drawers, things like that. Several different instruments with slayer bonuses. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff in here that you can get. And like I said, it's just with gold. So if you find yourself, just like I said, with just a ton of gold in your pocket that you just can't find a reason to spend any of it, then head in here and use that stone to kind of alleviate yourself of that gold. So let's go ahead and get these guys taken care of, and then we'll pop this dude up, and I'll show you guys the champ spawns here. So one of my favorite things to do in Ultima Online is champ spawns, and I'm not really sure why. I just have always really liked them. But in here, you've got champ spawn rooms. Now right now they're under construction. They're going to be updated here shortly, but they're going to be like a stone in the middle here, and this is the entire area of the champ spawn. So there's 3 of these. You can walk this way, pop over to a different one, and then boom, pop over to a different one. But all of the champ spawn itself is going to be right here. So honestly, like, let's just go ahead and do a wildfire here in the middle. You're honestly probably going to be able to hit, if not everything, almost everything with a wildfire. So very, very interesting. Some of those I get into a pretty hairy situation whenever you've got dragons being spawned in at, you know, crazy numbers and stuff like that. So it's definitely something to look forward to. I can't wait to do those. I'll definitely do a video on that as well whenever I get into them. These portals over here, I'll be real honest with you, I've never used them. Okay, so... Okay, fan dancer stuff. Okay, very, very cool. So we're out of Agartha now. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and pop over to the Cutthroat Island. So one thing to keep in mind, Cutthroat Island takes 250 Power Scroll credits. Some of the best gear right now available drops off this island. But the catch to that is the island is open PvP. So whenever you're heading to this island, I don't know if you want to bring a buddy with you or if you just want to bring your thief with you to scout out first or whatever you want to do just to make sure that you're safe. But yeah, there's no holds barred on this island. So just keep that in mind if you wanted to head out. So we'll go ahead and get an invis cast ready to go. Okay. So as you can see, there is a ton of these soulbound pirate raiders on the island. And keep an eye out because one of them will be wearing like a blue dress or a blue outfit of some sort. And that one is going to be a named one that drops some great, great loot. And it'll say rare next to it. But sometimes whenever you're seeing, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you know, 10 things, it's a raider right next to it. Rare can get kind of lost in translation there. So just keep your eyes peeled. And as you run around here, as I said, you're going to see a tremendous amount of these raiders. And they drop pretty good gold, and they're actually, you know, not difficult at all to kill. So if that's something that you wanted to come in here and farm for, they have a lot of gold that they drop. For as easy as they are. Over here, you got a couple of quests you can pick up in the back here. And this is just going to be for monsters that spawn on the island itself. There are several different monsters that spawn here, name monsters at least. One of them is a giant dragon named Chronic, and apparently he drops the best axe for Dexter builds. And over here in the corner, this is one of the champ spawn creatures that you will actually have on this island. You can kill this and it'll drop power scrolls. Sometimes people will hide out here that I've seen waiting for this thing to spawn, so just kind of keep that in mind. Again, this is open PvP. So it's a full loot drop server when PvP is on. They haven't done any adjustments to that, so don't come here with a bunch of stuff that you want or that you don't want to lose, and make sure to ensure any gear that is valuable to you or special. That way you don't end up losing it. So as you can see, that was incredibly easy compared to doing an entire champ spawn. This is a quest drop, so on top of the champ spawn that you just did, your champ mob you just did, you'll also have the ability to turn that stuff in for quests. And we've got a 110 spell weaving, 115 mysticism, and 110 anatomy, as well as some primers here that we could turn in for 100 power scroll credits apiece. So as you can see, we did that one creature, and we have made our power scroll credits back for what it cost us to get here. So as we're coming down here, there's going to be a lot of wolves that spawn, or dogs, or down here. And they are another champ spawn. You kill all the dogs, it'll be a progression spawn, and then more dogs will spawn of a different nature, and then one very difficult dog will spawn that is going to drop the actual power scrolls and things like that. These Usuri boars are part of a quest. They drop like their ribs, and you can use those. I think it's 10 of them, and you use it to turn in for a pizza, and the little pizza that you get can stay in your inventory, and it actually gives you 100 mana, I believe, upon eating it. So not bad to have in like a PvP situation or something. If you were out of mana and you really had to have that extra paralyze or something like that, you could use that. This is another champ spawn. You will want to kill all of these until the gang members begin to spawn. Once the gang members begin to spawn, you'll kill all those, and then a named one will spawn. And at that point, you will have the ability to kill it and get your power scrolls, or hopefully, if you're lucky, maybe something a little bit better as well. So right now, it looks like someone has been here very recently. There is no name mobs up. They are on a very long timer, so they are pretty heavily camped at this moment. But, I mean, I still think that it's absolutely worth it to be able to come here and check it out. I've gotten very, very fortunate on several different occasions to where I've gotten a lot of great gear here. One of which being the shield that I'm wearing right now, which is the Lost Seeker Shield. This does spell damage increase of 20% and a ton of other stats. So it's definitely worthwhile coming here, even though the risk is a little bit higher being a full PvP area. And the second place we'll go is I want to show you guys where to turn in the scrolls. So I believe it's called Serpent's Hold. And once you're here, you'll come to this area on the map. And it's going to be this house. And once you're in here, you can actually turn in your scrolls that you're not using right here. And you can actually use your power scroll credits to buy random 120s, 110s, or 115s. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take this 115 mysticism, we'll turn it in. We got 50 power scroll credits just from that. The 110s, I believe, only give you 5. Yeah, the 110s only give you 5. So there's 60 power scroll credits right there, though, that we get just for turning in some junk that we'd never use. So if you look at this guy over here, he will tell you, obviously, to go ahead and utilize this stuff. There's that. And then the power scroll credit store is here as well, where you don't have to be in the menagerie anymore to be able to buy your passage to Cutthroat Island. So this is huge, all of this being right here, and right here in Serpent's Hold. So yeah, that's some of the other custom areas that the Dungeon Master has added into the game that just are just one more reason why this server literally, I haven't ran out of things to do once since I started playing. In fact, I'm not sure how people play 3 characters. I can't seem to have the time to get everything done that I want to get done on my main one. So my thief is running a little bit behind, and my Dexter, man, I honestly don't even have the stuff ready for him to be able to engage any of the tier 2 content, because I have been spending so much time on this guy just trying to get all the different things and stuff going on. So for example, right now they've got a Halloween event going on, or they've revitalized the Halloween event, because we are getting quite a few more players onto the server, to where there are these greater pumpkins is already spawned on me that are over here, and has a rare chance to drop an incredible horse mount that adds so many different stats to melee abilities. And so I've been looking obviously to get one for my Dexter, but this is just one more thing they added in, and there's a whole Halloween event going on still that they re-upped that is themed around the Addams Family, which is really, really cool. So he puts a lot of time into these quests just to make sure that the players have things to do, and everybody's always got a reason to log in. So, but that was it, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. If you have, please subscribe if you watched all the end of the video, and I look forward to you guys joining us out here in Cesaria. So you guys have a great day.